Hello YouTubers, this is Travis. Welcome back to the channel. We are glad to see you. If you enjoy the content here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. That'll give you an alert when new videos are out, letting you catch them a little bit sooner, as well as help the channel grow, which is much appreciated. Today, we are back in Innistrad doing a Crimson Vow best of 3 draft on MTG Arena. This one took a minute or two for us to figure out what direction to go in, but once we figured it out, we ended up with something I was quite happy with. So having said that, enjoy today's draft. What have we here? You were not invited. Yeah, imagine we're going for invitation only, and that's basically all we would even consider here, eh? I wonder if there's a world where I can wheel Sigarda's imprisonment. I think the talking heads have finally shut up enough and recognized that you have to play pacifism, but they may not have. But we've learned you need to deal with bombs, and this kind of deals with all of them, so let's make it happen. So I haven't been that impressed with Stromkirk. Or the delivery mechanism for these Tic Tacs. It took way too long. I could see going for Circle of Confinement because it plays with invitation only, but this only kills little stuff. Some of the things you have to kill are little things. Like, I'm also like, there's a Bleed Dry here. I could just take that and then basically have removal whichever direction we go in. So I think we go with the Bleed Dry. It's just better. And I don't feel like I have to play this. I do remember that. Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. I thought I remembered you, that having happened to you a while back. If I play Circle when there's better options at common. The idea would be we picked a white card. Like, there's some temptation to say, okay, take the Circle. We could play it with the invitation only. This Heroine's not that good, no. I think Dave was teasing us about that yesterday. I think the Art School is the best card. You wouldn't pick it here, though, presumably. I found it to basically be a card I'm only interested in black-white. But when I'm black-white, I've been pretty happy to play it. This pack is significantly less exciting. Kind of thinking about Nod at Gift of Fangs, Hookhand Mariner, and Spore Crawler are looking interesting. You really like the Heron that much? That's crazy. Just because it's a flyer? Yeah, I think I'll go with the Mariner and see where this takes me. Like, I'm not impressed with any of this. We'll just take a solid green common. Well, now. Weaver opens up an entire archetype. 5-color green. The Minister's quite good in black-white. The Specimen gives us infinite exploitation. And the Gargantua is just pretty nice. Fear of Death's not even crazy either. I like a lot of what's happening here. I think I'm going to take the Specimen and see where we go. This could be an opportunity to get into blue if we got some sort of indication that blue-black was open. Okay, so we're certainly blue. I think we're certainly blue-black, frankly. Most of those decks are going to be very interested in Doom Dissenters, but I think we take this even if we don't have a lot of ways to augment it. Like, that's just a solid card. And if I can find, I don't know, one way to augment it, we'll get one of these at some point. I could be pretty happy with it. But I do want the Dissenter here. I'm ready to just start slam jamming everything that says exploit on it. And these are absolutely fine too. I don't know if I want Wretched Tongs. Like, the Doom Dissenter is just better. I'm not short for 2 drops. I guess we take this. There's some possibility I'm interested in a bad flyer. Six-pick Diver Scab makes me feel like we figured it out. That's a late Stinkapate too. Late-ish. No, it's not. That's about where Stinkapate should go, but I can play one. I'm thinking about whether I want this in the size board, and I think I'd rather have access to that. Like, I'm not going to see another one of those. There's times where I'm like, it would be cool to get into some of that. What does this one do? I mean, that's pretty busted. Does that mean we weren't really black? Because, like, Invitation Only and Cemetery Protector are better than our black cards. Like, by a lot. I guess what are we missing by taking it? Stone nothing. So we take it, see if that comes together. If it doesn't, meh. We move along. Forbidding Statue's nice. I don't mind that. Like, the only real reason we have to be playing black is a bleed dry. And I guess I could even move off of blue if I have to. So we're kind of in Esper, I guess. This is a very red pack. It's not a very good red pack. It sure looks like it. I mean, I think we end up having to make the same exact pick. Yeah, I have a feeling blue-black is what I'm supposed to be in. I do need some more exploiters, but we can find them. There's like some world where I'm taking this stuff, but these are 2 first picks. I don't think it's actually open. Yeah, white isn't open. We could play this in our deck. It just wouldn't be very good. Should be on the lookout for splashable cards. I don't want to play a deck with no removal. I also don't want to play this Lacerate Flesh, but if I have to splash it off of these, I will. I have to be able to interact with the bombs on the other side. Maybe. I just don't think I'm getting reasons to be in white. I don't really have a card advantage card, and I think I'd like to have one. Yeah, the removal picks have gone way up. All right. Blue Black Skies is our deck. We've just got to figure out how to interact. But I can basically use any color to interact from here. So just open a removal spell and we're good. I think I'd rather have the Cradle now. Which guest are you excited about in Black-White? Certainly not the 2-1 that transforms. Oh, the 1/4. Yeah, okay, that one's pretty good. That's just a solid black common. We would pick any removal spell we saw here. The problem is we don't saw one. I mean, I also think it's just a good card. Yeah, maybe I'm the one with the problem and should have gotten into white. That's what I'm thinking, Neek. The problem is I only have one piece of... Like, it gets literally one card back. So the Scab is banking on getting more, but... That's where I need to be. There just isn't any to get. Okay, so we're gonna have to make do with a bounce spell. I can do that. Like I'm actively, I think we're splashing a Wolf Strike. Yeah, we're totally splashing a Wolf Strike. I've got 2 Forbidding Statues. I have to have interaction, and right now I don't. We're splashing the heck out of a Wolf Strike. Can't really transform that. It's just a 2-drop. This pack is making me experience regrets, and I don't care for it. I've already got a decent card draw spell. I don't feel like I'm really dying for more. But I guess we could play 2 of these, but that's a lot of 4s. I think we could play a Wretched Thong. Like, I don't mind sacking these dudes or that. Not Wretched Thong, Stitch Assistant, sorry. So we've got 1, 2, 3 exploiters and 3 enablers for it. I think that means ideally we can fit this in and spin 1 more and call it a deck. Like, I'd love to have more interaction, but we're just not bloody getting it. I don't even feel comfortable taking the Suppository Scab because there's only 2 things to get back, really. This guy's alright, though. Okay, I can run this and it'll do something. This is also sort of interaction though. I should really consider that. Yeah, I'm gonna need something like this. Okay, and we got the other one anyway, so I can probably do this and be pretty happy. Well, 2 I can use a second time if I've drawn them and used them first. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was supposed to be in there. Something different than what I was, perhaps. Maybe Dave's black-white deck would have been pretty good. This deck looks good to you, Jake? I think it looks a little lacking. What logic am I explaining to you? So if you're saying the deck has enough, if you're saying the deck has enough removal because I can use the suppository scab to get it back, that necessitates drawing the cards in the right order, right? It means I needed to have drawn my removal, had something that was worth removing, then later draw the suppository scab, have something that I'm willing to exile, which shouldn't be a problem for this deck to be fair, so that one doesn't really count. But then get it back, have it still be good with my opponent knowing that I'm going to cast it. Like, that's a long story. That story's too long. Right? It's acceptable to play 1, but it's kind of unreasonable to think that this is a removal spell in this deck. It isn't. I think the answer is we're going to need to play Fear of Death. And maybe cut our worst 2 creatures. And I'm pretty comfortable with that. I don't really need to be bringing this guy back that much. I've got Infinite Doom Dissenters. I don't have a lot to do with the Storm Chaser Drake, but a well-timed Wolf Strike or Cradle of Safety could be nice with it. Don't think I need 2 of these, and I don't think I need that. This looks pretty reasonable to me. Like mana rocks / fixers that eventually turn into 5/5 seem all right to me. Yeah, so like if you're really light on removal, that makes this worse, right? Oh yeah, the upside's great, but I'm looking to make a consistent deck if possible. That's what our goal is here. We want consistency. Oh, that's a pretty island. Oh yeah, we got sexy vampire sleeves. Let's be sexy vampires. I've gotten good at understanding accents just because I was on the phone so often. All right, game 1, let's go. Albany, huh? Who has the best accent? I don't have an accent. Other people have accents. I mean, how long can I do this is the real question. It's just not reasonable for me to wait. I want to achieve maximum value, but I need to be a grown-up. I'm sorry, value nerds. I don't want to take 8 damage off of a 2-drop. Yeah, sure. That'll work. Now you can use your combat trick. I mean, we're still going to get some value here. You telling me this isn't value? Because that feels like value to me. Main deck Sanctify, huh? That's a thing that humans play. Adamant Will is a counterspell. That's a good way to put it. Now you've done your work. Get in there. But you can play it as a trick. That's what makes it so good. Two main deck Sanctifies. Okay, I'm taking all of my enchantments and artifacts out. Don't really want to get anything back with the suppository scab right now. Like, I'm never going to be able to cast this Wolf Strike, so we're going to have to trim this down a little bit for this particular opponent. I want them to see that I have that, so they're going to be like, oh my god, we have to keep the Sanctifies in. They're splashing. Our Sanctify got them so good. I need them to see that. Because I'm not keeping any of it in. I'll keep this. I'll keep Cradle of Safety in. That's all. That's all they get. Basically, just anything that's early game is good for me. Yeah, this is not really a card that belongs in this deck, especially when I'm cutting literally all of my enchantments. But if they're winning this, they're going to win it because they're aggressive. Yeah, I usually craft a set when it comes out so we can keep playing. Freshwater knows what's up. And Worms. Worms strong. Hashtag Wormstrong. I like it. Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around, obviously. I don't have anything to do with the wild cards. I don't play constructed. There was a lot of clicking for me, Macklem. I need a little bit more time. I don't like bouncing this for no value, but I need a little bit more time because of the mana screw. I mean, it takes a minute, but it's not like the most difficult thing I've ever seen. Why would I want to craft uncommons? I don't get gems for uncommons. Well, this is pretty rotten. Vault progress, but the vault doesn't do anything. The vault doesn't get me gems. The vault's this annoying thing I have to click every now and then. It gives you rare and mythic wild cards, which can be used to craft cards for the next set, which give you slightly tiny bit. Okay, that's fair, but I'm not clicking all of the uncommons. I guess I'm not doing anything with the wild cards, but... Oh, Lord. Okay, so if I can hit black mana and I get 2 looks for it, we can kind of do something. So get rid of you. Still don't draw the black mana. Be mostly dead. That is currently my plan. Explain how. I wanted a peanut. It's fun to go through half your deck and not see one of your colors of mana. It's a lot of fun. Oh, it's a skill. Jake, thanks for the advice. That's good advice. I probably should craft the uncommons. I'm just lazy. See, here's my thing. I want to play limited. I don't care about the cards. I don't want to collect the cards. I just want to do more drafts. And I want as few chores to do before I can go draft as possible. We're going to lose to the Sanctify deck. It's going to be great. Yeah, but I should be crafting the uncommons to get the vault progress, which could make the wild cards, which could make, like, it makes sense. One lander's on the play, you can mulligan. You can't mulligan two landers. Well, I mean, you can. It's just kind of stupid. Yeah, but this has been a good time. This was not a mall. Unless you like losing at Magic. Which I don't. The fact that it didn't work out is lending credence to your argument. Yeah, okay. I didn't say never mulligan two lands, even if they don't match any of the other cards you drew. Exclamation point mulligan if you'd like to go very deep. And have an hour to spare. I don't really feel compelled to go through all of the math at the moment. But generally speaking, you'll win more games of Magic if you never mulligan. We're super dead, right? Yeah, I can't really block any of that. Man, we even had such the high-tech sideboard strat to get them. We do have the satisfaction of knowing they're just sitting there on Sanctify. I'll see myself out. It's probably still worth doing. I literally never thought about it. But Jake mentioning it, I'm like, you know, it's not actually a bad idea. Here, I tell you what, we'll do it. We'll do it right now and see how long it takes. All right, so it takes about 1 minute and 30 seconds to craft them, if you're trying to speed run it. Fresh water with the accurate stats. Okay. Thank you, Fresh. All right, let's party. That counts as no vault progress, but when we get more uncommons, it will progress the vault. To my knowledge, there's no reason to craft the commons. Did they really? I assumed they were going to block that, and then they didn't. Oh, that I don't know, Toothmaker. I've never really paid attention to the vault, other than it's something kind of annoying I have to click every once in a while. So each common is sort of like 1,000th of a point. Okay. Okay. So earlier you asked how often I drafted, and I said 25 times a week. The first question answers the second one. Limited players end up with a bunch of wild cards they don't want. I don't know what constructed players have. I guess a nice free-to-play game. Well, I've never played it because it seems bad. How many did I use? No idea. Well, the problem is I have all the cards anyway, Jake. I've drafted them. It's not really great. It could make future draws better. Oh, but I just put it in my hand. Yeah, okay, duh. I don't want it to hold up Siphon Essence this turn, but I also kind of can't. Sorry, I'm not used to it revealing zombies. That's never happened before. We must have a learn limited to play constructed game. Fair enough. Put that card back where it came from, or so help me. We do have a gem printer remote for that reason. Ikoria financed most of my drafting for the next year. That's not worth countering, but I'm priced into doing it anyway. Yeah, send me a message. I like it. Approach me, brethren. Hiya! Boy, you're in the right place, Skull. I can make you better at draft. That's my job. Go watch them videos. They'll help you out. All right, so what do we got here? Red, black stuff? Red, black, Vampire's Kiss, and Unhallowed Phalanx. Let's assume they're not terrible. You only play the Phalanx if you've got Catapult Fodder. It does make Wolf Strike not a great removal smell. How does Lacerate Flesh stack up? Could probably kill a bomb. Sorry, I dropped my wand. Well, what if you like cats better than tree buckets? I don't know. I feel like this is fine. I don't have to fiddle much with this unless I probably should take the Spirit and just cut literally anything expensive. It's a really interesting way of saying I'm often right when everyone else is wrong. But I agree. Not so humble. Humility has never really been a problem for me. Here, let's just blocking go. Hey, what's up, General? We're on round 2 with this deck. Congratulations, Elgeef. Bye-bye. What is their name? I don't typically show opponents' names on screens. Negative Ghost Rider. A vault is 80 gems? I don't think a vault is anywhere close to 80 gems. How are you getting a vault being worth 80 gems? That's worth 80 gems? Okay. So I get 80, I get a 1k gems per hour? Excuse me? If that's the case, I should be crafting all the uncommons every time. It feels like the math is off somewhere. That's the right one to target, thank you. Garu Blade, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated, my friend. They don't make unplayable cards anymore, E-Rob. I think you're missing out a bit if you think that there's actually unplayable cards. Other than like a few, like, hey, here's your commander card for the set or whatever, you know? Does that make sense? I mean, it makes a little sense. If you're going to draw a card, though, you should draw it first, and I'm going to draw a card. Oh yeah, I was agreeing with you there, E-Rob. We're two peas in a pod. That was a bit underwhelming. This gives us lethal in the air next turn if they somehow kill both ground creatures. So let's do that. It's the kids who are wrong. How many subs can I gift in the next set in return for Sim not crafting uncommons? Why do you want me to not craft the uncommons? I think they're just going for max blood value, which is acceptable. It's all your fault, Jake. You should feel bad. You didn't enjoy my speedrun crafting? That's quality content, man. See? You don't want to deprive that content from other people. We got one round left. Let's see if we can make it a 2-1. I might like that a little lower. That seems better, don't you think? All right. Let's grab some legs. Go get him, little buddy. Nah. Don't really feel like dealing with that. Do you fear death, Diagraph Scavenger? Perhaps you do. Okay. More like Stinkipate, am I right? They got him a suppository scab. That's pretty cool. I don't know what's going on over there, y'all. But I've made mistakes before too, so I will not be too cruel. Yeah, the Manador got him twice, I guess. Interesting. I don't think that's going to work out too well for them, but it's something they can do. Yeah, but their deck might be good if they didn't play it. What's up, Miklas? A challenging but fair game. I don't think we'd cradle here. Oh, yeah, we wouldn't. We would just kill them. No, I can't just kill them because they have cradle. Okay. Okay. Soon it will be cheese. We would cradle here, and then we'll bounce next turn and kill them. I was trying to do the math and see if we could kill them this turn, and I don't think we can. Well, I mean, that kind of counts, doesn't it? This is blue-black with Runo, which is interesting. It seems to be a little bit less focused than what we're doing, but they've certainly got better. The only card I saw from them that I didn't like is the Consuming Tide. I guess that's a fair way to say that. I don't care for this style of effect, but I know a lot of people that like it. Somebody yesterday referred to it as the blue board wipe. I could probably be happy playing my own Spirit if they're running theirs, and the Scavengers look pretty hot. I don't think I need the Siphon Essence here, realistically. I kind of want another one of these. This should be bad against them. That's fair. Sure. Sure. But it strikes me as a card that's more geared towards constructed play. This one I sent back. There was the dude asking earlier about when do you keep 2-landers versus when you don't. This one has to specifically hit blue. That's a bit of a heavy ask for me. Whereas this one, not so much. I can see this one just kind of working. It still needs to draw lands, but at least while I'm not drawing lands, I can do stuff. Welcome back, Tim. Have a channel points redemption that lets people pick my avatar and pet for the day. I think Techno Shaman picked Luca yesterday. I just never changed it back. Hi-ya! No, we like Techno Shaman. Him have good suggestion for TV shows. I know, I was joking too, Raptors. We grid. Sometimes. We're still kind of digging Atla. It's a little slow, but I'm invested. Kaboom! Alright, we'll take a 2-1. I guess not, Thunderdan. I've been there too. That's kind of why this is a 2-1 and not a 3-0, but no. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you can get a 2-1. And a big thank you to my patrons. Paul, Punk, Adrian, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Michael, and Brandon. Thank you very much for your support. If you'd like to join my Patreon and become a patron and see your name up in lights as well as get some other cool rewards, swing on by my Patreon. There's a link below. Thank you all very much. I'll see you next time.